And I headbang as usually Kids Big Weather production. Spring in Canada, woohoo! No more snow. Well, maybe there's still snow. It's even coming out of the sky. I'm looking at the snow in the sky. Oh. Legendary King Scott Waters set up a nice rink in the back of his yard, and there's his wiener dog and net. Let's see what happens if Scott can put one in. Oh, big save! We take you to New Jersey in the red, playing the Vancouver Canucks in white. In New Jersey, in the shootout. Playoff ramifications are huge for the Canucks here, so we need, and this shot here, Lekkerimäki, if he scores, the Canucks will win. Otherwise, it'll go to more shots.
Won't be surprised, a couple of stick handles and a quick shot. There goes Calvin. Let's see what we can here. Lekkerimäki. What a goal! Jonathan Lekkerimäki. Hey, what do you say? Vancouver gets it done.
Hey, what do you say?
How about this, Lekkerimäki?
Nice shot.
Hicks, he's going to shoot the ball. Boy, that was deceiving, wasn't it? It looked like he was going to go far.
Once I had me a little job. The boss was no big deal.
Rawk, great gig. Blackmore Road's here. Here's an Underdog album I never heard anyone ever talk about. On the Berserkly label. 78. Worked in a record store in Vancouver when this came out. I love this thing for some reason. It's not heavy metal or anything, but it has some really tasty guitaring even in the slower songs. I like this better than any of the later stuff I heard that were the radio hits, like was it Jeopardy and Breakup Song. He has a few radio hits, but this is more of what I like. I'll just play this in the background, but pick this up anyway. When I first met my wife, she had this one little 45 song called Spirit in the Sky, track 1. I thought it was really good. But I don't think I've ever seen this album. Doctor and the Medics, I know nothing about them. I don't know. I love that song, the lyrics, everything about it, but can't really talk about what else. It's on IRS. I think Tony Iommi was on that label with, was it the drummer from the Police, his label? I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. And this one, never see this one in the wild, but managed to make a trade for it. I love the name, kind of a ode to Deep Purple and Made Japan, so it works out perfect saying Made in Japan. I haven't heard this for ages, and I've wanted this on CD ever since this came out. Well, ever since CDs came out, but I've never seen it. Official release on Iron Maiden, whatever. I don't know if that's EMI or whatever it is. So small. Oh, Harvest, anyway. This is a Canadian pressing, I believe. I think I talked about it in the store. Yeah, Canada. So it did come out in Canada. But anyway, cassette action. I just watched a whole hour video of Alda Nova as part of a panel and a guitar battle on a cruise ship. I guess they must have lots of bands, but just one of the nights they had a little fun guitar battle. And some of the commentary was a little naughty, but one of the girls from the Iron Maidens was actually one of the judges as well. That's the word I was looking for. But anyway, I've never heard this album. Kind of know him from, I think, Fantasies, the one song I know. He's still a radio hit here. Okay, now whip through some DVD action. I've been under the impression these guys are too heavy for me. I got a great trade for these items, but Primal Fear Live 2009. Just don't see these around, so send him to a good home. Doesn't look like a bootleg or anything either, so wasn't going to pass that up. Another band, too much double bass is fast for me. I guess I'm just a wimp, but Halloween, High Live. I don't mind a bit of double bass, but Night Live 96 in Spain. No booklet with this one, but anyway, just don't see those around. Same with this one. I believe they're from Sweden. Bullet's still my favorite Swedish band, but not one of these power metal bands. I'd probably like it maybe if I actually sat down and just got into it, but I've heard them do some cover songs, and they do like of classic heavy metal, and they do really excellent jobs of them too. There's 20 songs on this. I can't find what year the concert is. Well, this is about 2002 or 2003 or something when it came out. Well, at least I know him. You know, back in the early 70s, we used to listen
Cryptocurrency investing
to
when approached with a long-term.
hate ads. The guitar tone on this song is really, they put a phaser on it or something. A real soft spot for this album no one knows about. But Jimmy at Berkeley, 1970. Yeah, we used to sit around, play Jimi Hendrix Greatest Hits. That'd be one of the main albums out of the 15 I'd have at the time or whatever. But another band, whatever album Jet City Woman's on, that was the only song I liked. I didn't like any other song. But everyone talks about their EP, and on here they revisit, the printing's so terrible, but they revisited the EP. I think it's on there, but anyway, it's a live concert where they just, I don't know if they played the whole EP. EP warning, something sweet, I don't know. But anyway, it's live in Seattle. They're from Seattle. That's why Seattle's known as the Jet City or whatever, or however they say it. There's nothing much to that. But Sacred Warrior, I think, is opening for these guys, or they did at some point, which is a perfect mix. I think Sacred Warrior is probably heavier, but I haven't heard much Queensryche, so I could be way off. I've heard Iced Earth do some really good classic heavy metal sound stuff, but then they go to the faster stuff too. But a lot of songs on this thing. And you get oh yeah. There's one album I had, there was a couple of songs I really liked. I don't think it's on here, but anyway. I knew a guy who really liked Dream Evil. But this is live 99. Paul Stanley Band. I'm like, what? There's hardly any Kiss songs on here, but track listing, a couple of Kiss songs. But by the booklet it talked about new studio album, so he probably was just touring that. Funny, the bass player's named Sasha, and there's a famous bass player in town here that's named Sasha. He's big in these circles. And this one, of course, Everybody has to have this in their collection, period. Yeah, one of the greatest live albums in rock history, actually. I could say that. Definitely in the conversation. No booklet. Track listing's so small. Just seeing what it started with. Yeah, 2 minutes to midnight. The bass is high and then 2 minutes to midnight. I mean, only bands like Sabbath or whatever can have two songs like that back to back. That would be like Neon Nights and Children of the Sea back to back. And last but not least, this little $2 thrift store find. Always loved that. Arguably my favorite Rush album, although Fly By Night's really close. But this little thrift store find, Canada's very own Rush. Digging in the bin and what? So anyway, that does it. So thanks for listening, and don't forget, slower traffic, keep left or right, right cloudy. Yeah, Greg Kinn, next of kin. Yeah, so really neat album. Bye bye.